How did it end? Author Orpheus for Reading for Minutes published on the 26th of June 2021 updated on the 26th of June 2021. The series, Tangled, is about two families. In the first of them lives a 17-year-old daughter, who is loved by all relatives. But then it turns out that this is not their child. It turns out that this girl was mixed up with another girl. The second girl's family lives in a small apartment. They do not have enough money, and they live only from paycheck to paycheck. In general, the plot is similar to many foreign comedies. Take at least the famous movie, Twins. And how many Mexican melodramas there have been with a similar plot. Thus, the plots of many soap operas are based on the substitution of children in the maternity hospital or their kidnapping. When a child reaches adulthood, and then it turns out that he grew up in a completely different family. Probably taken from life. After all, children are often confused in the maternity hospital. So the plot of the series, Tangled, is simple enough. True, gladdened by the fact that it was filmed in Russia. Here do not often shoot such works. So the series will find its viewer. Probably, quiet summer and fall evenings the whole family will be at the TV screens to watch this multi-series tape. A rich family has the surname Morozov. They have a favorite non-native daughter Julia, which they, no matter what, they want to keep. But their own daughter Yana, too, in their opinion, should not stay in a foreign family. She should be taken away. Morozovs use for this purpose all their financial possibilities. The girl was brought up in a poor family of Mikhailovs. But no one cares what they will feel when they will be taken away from them, even if not their own daughter, whom they have brought up for many years. In the beginning, the series looks in one breath. And the whole thing is that there is an investigation into the fact of child substitution through the fault of the nurse. In general, any parent will be horrified, knowing that raises someone else's child. It is hard to realize the fact that someone else's child has a completely different character and abilities. And then you start looking at the boy from another family, and he has the same facial features and the same character as the parent. There's probably been a switch. But what about now? Many viewers will closely follow how the further events of the series will develop. According to the plot of the series, the fact of substitution of children becomes known. Morozovs are a rich family, so there is panic. To smooth the effect of the terrible truth, families began to exchange daughters. They took their own daughters to their homes, socialized with them. It was hard for the girls to get used to new conditions. It is easy to move from one place to another, but it is much harder to adapt. The most interesting thing is that the girls already had second halves, which they also exchanged for a while. But it didn't work out here anymore. The girls had to go back to their old boyfriends again. These events should just be seen on the screen. After all, we are talking about a comedy and, at the same time, melodramatic series. As time went on, the heat of passion diminished a bit. The plot became more protracted, boring. True, he slightly revived when the older Morozov suddenly began to court Mikhailov's wife. However, this did not revitalize the series, reminiscent of a drawn-out youth comedy. Probably should not have stretched the tape for a whole 16 episodes. It was quite possible to make a movie or a small series of 2 or 3 series. But some viewers will like it. There is a whole genre of youth comedies from abroad. These movies were filmed in the 1980s. These funny naive stories about young people, their parents, who find themselves in different funny situations. The end of the series is a little shocking. The fact is that the action takes place in a cemetery. But, fortunately, so far there is no one to say goodbye to. It's just that Leisha's father is missing, and the girls are trying to find him. After the parent is found, he has to talk to Alexei and admit his wrongdoing. At the end of the series, everyone reconciles and celebrates the reunion. But Yana gets a call and invites her to the show, Voice. Her family supports her and sends her to the event.